Good morning, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us at our annual awards ceremony. It's good to see so many with us, and I think maybe next year we may have to look at a new place to hold this, but thank you. We welcome everyone. It's good to see Mayor Bracey with us, Representative Carol Hill Evans, and our city council members, Henry Nixon and Sandy Walker's with us. So thank you for being with us. And also, for the first time, our ceremony is being broadcasted is the term, on Facebook Live. So everybody watching on Facebook Live, welcome. It's our first time of trying this on Facebook Live. Also, and the ceremony will run later on WRCT, so you can always watch it again there if you miss it. This year, we will recognize several members for service. We will recognize an organization who has supported the department and an individual who volunteers his time in a special way. We will recognize a civilian for his brave actions when confronted with an emergency and conclude the ceremony with the naming of our 2016 Volunteer and Career Firefighters of the Year. Today gives us the chance to highlight the dedication and commitment our firefighters give on a daily basis. Our firefighters are committed to making the city of York a better and safer place. This past year, the firefighters answered over 3,000 calls for service. Today also gives us a chance to thank those who support us and those who make York a better place. I thank each and every member, current and past, for your efforts. Now, usually at this point, we recognize firefighters that are retiring. This year, we have no one that is retiring, so we don't have that. But as I look around, I notice we have some of our retired firefighters here. So if you could stand, please. I know we got, okay. Thank you. Now, I don't want to do that math in my head, but there's a lot of years of service there that just stood up. So thank you for that. Also, although he's not retiring, Marquise, come on up. Okay. So Marquise has been with our department this summer. He's part of a summer youth employee program, and tomorrow is his last day of work with us. So he's not he's not retiring, but we're going to let him go back to school. We want him to go back, get his education. So he will be going back to school. But remember his name and his face, because you'll be hearing some good things from this young man to come. He's been a joy to do. Thank you. And he's been helping today pass out all the press people here. See Marquise, he can help you out with everything you need. The next three awards presented, or the first three I should say, presented, will highlight the support we receive from our community and friends. Unfortunately, two of the recipients could not join us today. We're going to still recognize them, and we'll make sure they get their award later, but they're not here, but we think it's important to talk about what they've done for us. Firefighters love bagpipes. We love bagpipes. It's not a fire department function unless a pipe and drum band is present. So you're lucky. Today can be a fire department function because we have some representatives here from the Kilty Band of York. So at this time, we will recognize the Kilty Band of York for support they give our department. We are extremely grateful to have one of our very own retired firefighters, who just stood here not long ago, Ken Sheffer, who is a member of the Kilty Band. And Ken will be here today to accept the award on behalf of the Kilty Band. And this is a letter of recognition to the Kilty Band and reads as follows. Established in 1928, the Kilty Band of York is recognized as one of the oldest continuous pipe bands in the country. Still based out of York, the band has performed throughout the country during its long and storied history. Of the many traditions in the fire service, one of the most known is the tradition of bagpipes being played at firefighter funerals, services, and ceremonies. The City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services has developed a relationship with the Kilty Band of York over the years, and we are proud to call them our friends. The Kilty Band members are always professional and respectful. They unselfishly give of their time and share their special talents. Each year, the Kilty Band performs at our annual memorial service. The performance is a fitting tribute to our members who have passed. With their support, the service has raised over $9,000 in the past years that have been donated to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. The members of the Kilty Band strive to preserve the musical history of the bagpipes, as well as respect and honor the traditions of the fire service. We are proud to recognize the Kilty Band of York for all they do to support our community and our firefighters. Awarded this day, 1st of August, 2017. And I'll let Ken say a few words here if you want. But also, I see Rob Bissey. Rob, there you are. Rob is also a member of the band and a good friend of ours.
I'd just like to thank everyone on behalf of the Kilty Band of York. We very much appreciate this. Our relationship started back in 2004 for the memorial services. That's the first year that we actually started to get involved with that. So ever since then, we've been a good part of the fire service and a lot of functions that happen inside the city. So thank you again.
Thank you. Okay, our next award recipient is not with us today, but we'll go ahead again and read his award and make sure that he does get that. Our next recipient is someone who is bright, caring, compassionate, and has vision. He is not here with us today, and you can tell just the type of person he is. The reason he's not with us is he's with his church group in New Mexico helping at a work camp. So that's why he can't be here with us today. We hear frequently of the opioid crisis taking place in our country. There are many people, who are working to try to eliminate that and overcome that. One of those people is Dr. Matthew Howey, the medical director of the City of York. Dr. Howey is not here today, but we will read his award as follows. You are a medical professional who is committed to the health and safety of all. You understand issues that affect our community and work tirelessly to make York safer and healthier. Your understanding of health issues affecting our community made you the perfect person to become the executive director of the York Regional Opiate Collaborative. In this role, you have worked to coordinate the efforts of a diverse group of agencies in combating the opioid crisis, including the City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services. You realized the role our firefighters could play in reversing opioid overdoses and did not let the obstacles of obtaining naloxone stand in your way. With your help, the City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services began to carry naloxone on January 10th of this year. To date, department personnel administering the life-saving opioid reversal drug have revived 61 people. Through your efforts, our department personnel now have another life-saving tool available. You are a dedicated professional who is committed to the health and safety of our community, and I'm pleased to recognize you with this letter of commendation. And when Dr. Howey gets back, we'll make sure that he does get that. Volunteers serve our department in many roles. And we have many of our volunteers here today. We thank each and every one of you. Some are combat firefighters. Some provide exterior support at fires. Some provide administrative support. And some even provide spiritual support. The York City Fire Department has had a chaplain since 1876. Our current chaplain, Pastor Kevin Shively, he hasn't been the chaplain that long. You may think so, but he hasn't been here since 1876. But he has been our chaplain since 2006. Pastor Shively, again, the type of person he is, could not be here with us today. He is leading a senior pastors event in Gettysburg. So we're going to recognize him and make sure that he does get his award. And then his award reads as follows. So letter of recognition to Pastor Kevin T. Shively. In 2006, you became the chaplain of the City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services. Since that time, you have demonstrated a sincere desire to serve our department and our community. As the minister of St. Matthew Evangelical Lutheran Church located in York City, your church has hosted the annual memorial service for the last 10 years. Thanks to the generosity of St. Matthew Church, over $9,000 collected during the offering of the annual memorial service has been donated to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. You show your dedication to those in need. Through your leadership, your congregation continues to offer programs that provide care and compassion to those less fortunate. You make yourself available to provide spiritual guidance to our members. Through your understanding of our profession, you have developed a relationship of trust and respect with our department. The City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services is truly blessed to have you as our chaplain and as a member of our community, and I am pleased to present this letter of recognition to you, and that's to Kevin Shively. So as we consider what awards to give out, we typically go back to the last year's award ceremony and sort of see what happened in that period in between. This next award is a unit citation for a call that took place on August 10th, 2016, the day of last year's award ceremony. Shortly after the ceremony ended, we responded to this call. Now, we thought we were going to have a special guest with us, but she's not here. So, okay. Let me call up the people that will be getting this award. And they're all going to read the same. And as we get them up, then I'll read one. So if you could please join us, and I don't think they're all here, but I see most of them. Deputy Chief Chad Deerdorf we have with us. Assistant Chief Ed Hamilton, he's not here. Captain William Sleeger, Captain Sleeger, if you could come up. Firefighter Kevin Holtzapple, I know he's here. Firefighter Eric Swanson. Firefighter Jonathan Spencer. Firefighter Kevin Flum. Firefighter Randy Rawhauser. Randy here? Good timing. Look at this timing. Firefighter Sean Caruso. Firefighter Michael Zahler. Firefighter Chuck Sleeger. And volunteer firefighter Arthur Harmon. And joining us now is Cheyenne Miller. Cheyenne, yeah, you can, okay. Okay. And this unit citation, which each member here behind me will be getting, reads as follows. On August 10, 2016, a dispatch was made for a pedestrian struck in the 700 block of Roosevelt Avenue. Engine 99-9, manned by firefighter Kevin Flum. Kevin Flum and Randy Rawhauser arrived quickly and found a female patient with serious injuries. Pinned between... yeah, good.
You're getting the award. Good morning, all. This was a rough day for our fire department, and one that is in their memories, obviously. On August 10, 2016, a dispatch was made for a pedestrian struck in the 700 block of Roosevelt Avenue. Engine 99-9, manned by firefighter Kevin Flum and Randy Rawhauser, arrived quickly and found a female patient with serious injuries pinned between two vehicles. They immediately began patient care and provided comfort to the patient. Truck 99-1 personnel, firefighter Kevin Holtzapple, Eric Swanson, and Jonathan Spencer arrived, and under the command of Assistant Chief Edwin Hamilton and Captain William Sleeger, began to use rescue equipment to free the patient from between the vehicles. Engine 99-1 personnel, firefighter Sean Caruso, Michael Zeller, and Chuck Sleeger, with assistance from volunteer fighter Arthur Harmon, arrived and provided protection to first responders and rendered patient care to a victim from the striking vehicle. Crews were able to quickly free the trapped victim. Deputy Chief Deardorff rode with the transporting White Rose ambulance and assisted with patient care en route to York Hospital. The patient, Cheyenne Miller, arrived at York Hospital in serious condition and underwent emergency care. Despite going into cardiac arrest for 23 minutes and losing her right leg, Cheyenne continues to show strength and courage as she recovers. The action of all that day are in the highest tradition of this fire service, and I am proud to award the citation on behalf of Chief David Michaels to each and every one of these gentlemen. Thank you all for your commitment to our community. We're going to allow Cheyenne to say a few words. We know her commitment and her appreciation to these gentlemen, but we want you to say a few words if you like. You can just speak up and we'll hear you, Cheyenne.
I don't really know where to start. Well, I guess with thank you to all of you, because you guys saved my life. It hasn't been an easy road, but I'm pushing forward with the strength of myself, but also with the help of my children and God. If it wasn't for them, then I don't think I would have the strength. And it's not easy. I've been in and out of the hospital since then. I had an infection recently in my left leg, and that was scary because they thought there was possibility I could lose my left leg. And but we got that taken care of. And I went back to rehab, and I'm in the process of starting my outpatient rehabilitation and moving forward. My walking is looking pretty good, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and you guys will never really truly know how grateful I am and how much I appreciate what you guys did for me that day. So, and I thank everybody for the support that you guys have given me. I have a huge support team, and you know, everybody's pulling for me, and I truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you.
just to add a little bit to the story for Cheyenne, the driver that did strike her was under the influence of heroin, has been charged, and I believe is still waiting trial. Am I correct in that?
No, we already went to trial. He got 19 to 38 years. And, that was the best the judge could really do at that point in time. So I'm not okay with it, but I have to be okay with it. If I'm not okay with it, then it's gonna eat at me, and then that might not help with my progress in moving forward. So I'm just like, it is what it is, and hopefully he learns his lesson.
Was everybody able to hear that? Okay. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Mayor, for help there. Okay. October 29th, 2016 was one of the busiest nights in department's history. Within a matter of 45 minutes, 3 separate working fires were dispatched. Crews worked multiple fire scenes simultaneously. One fire had reports of entrapment, and one involved numerous homes that eventually went to 3 alarms. The next award goes to a rescue that was made as the 3rd fire was being dispatched. So keep in mind what the firefighters are under. They have somebody trapped in a building they're trying to get to. They're hearing on the radio there's another fire going on. So there was a lot happening, a lot of stress going on, a lot going on during this call. The next award will go to, and I believe I saw them all here, Firefighter Anthony Caruso, okay, Firefighter Malachi Cochran, and Firefighter Brian Smallwood. And the letter of commendation will read as follows. On 29 October 2016, you were on duty assigned to, and each of them will reflect what piece of equipment they were on. 2 were on our ladder truck, Truck 99-1, and 1 on Engine 99-1. You were in the process of clearing a structure fire in the 200 block of South Duke Street when another structure fire was dispatched at 410 South George Street. Incident number 16-2520. You responded and arrived to find a working fire in a multi-unit apartment building and received reports of people trapped. You made your way to the 3rd floor and found a heavy smoke condition. The building layout made a search difficult, but you found a conscious victim on the 3rd floor. You realized the victim would not be able to make it down the interior stairs due to the heavy smoke condition. You were able to find a door that led to a rear fire escape. You removed the victim from the building and handed him off to waiting EMS crews. Your actions are in the highest tradition of the department, and I am pleased to award you this Chief's Letter of Commendation. Our next award goes to one of our York City residents for his action to help. He was under no obligation to assist, but he saw a situation where people were in danger, and he did not hesitate to help. And we are delighted to have Zavon Butts with us today. Zavon, if you want to come on up. Okay, I'll read his letter, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the call. On October 24, 2016, the City of York Department of Fire Rescue Services was dispatched to a reported structure fire at 600 Salem Avenue. Crews arrived on the scene to find heavy fire and smoke visible from the 2nd floor balconies of 600 and 602 Salem Avenue. After talking with you at the scene after the fire was under control, it was learned that you noticed smoke and flames coming from the homes. You immediately went to the homes to notify occupants of the fire. You banged on the door of 600 Salem Avenue, alerting a mother who was home with her children. After alerting the occupants of 600 Salem Avenue and fearing someone was still inside 602 Salem Avenue, you entered a first-floor window to search for occupants. You found a female occupant and her child who were sleeping. You advised them of the fire, and they were able to safely exit the building. Due to your actions, the fire was quickly extinguished, and fortunately, there were no injuries. I am proud to recognize your willingness to go into harm's way to protect the citizens of our city. It is citizens like you who make York a wonderful city. And awarded this day and signed by me, Chief Michaels.
Greetings, and I bring you greetings from the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania, and it says congratulations to Zavon Butts on being recognized for your heroic actions in service to others by the York City Department of Fire and Rescue Services, and it has my signature. Congratulations.
Thank you for this award. I think the world's a better place when we help each other and not turn a blind eyes. So just do the right thing and just try to save others. That's all I can say. Thank you.
And Zavon does have his mother along with him. Proud mom there. And just a quick story about this fire. So after everything was calmed down, I saw Zavon. He was just standing there very patiently. He was, I think, even behind the fire line. The fire tape was up, and wasn't bugging up, wasn't saying anything. He was just very patient. Was standing there, and it's like, there's something here. I want to talk to him. And I went up to this young man, and I started a conversation with him. And he said to me, "Hey, can I get my cell phone?" So I thought, well, do you live there? And he said, no, I thought people were trapped, and I crawled in through the window, and I dropped my cell phone. So again, very patiently was, but I'm happy to say, Zavon didn't. We went in, and your cell phone was right where he said it was as he crawled in through the window, and it was fine. The cell phone was fine. So a great young man, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our next set of awards was put into action by a medical emergency alarm. It is a reminder that we never know what we are going to find when we arrive on a scene. A call that by all indications was a routine just from dispatch, quickly turned into a life or death situation. So first up on this set of awards, we're happy to have with us EMT Scott Kurtz from White Rose Ambulance and EMT William Soom. Come on up, John. And their letter will read as follows. On 31 January 2017, working for White Rose Ambulance, you were dispatched to a medical emergency alarm at 357 West Philadelphia Street. As you approached the scene, you noticed smoke in the area. You investigated and found smoke coming from 357 West Philadelphia Street. You immediately radioed York County 911 to advise them there was a fire in the building and requested a fire department dispatch. You then attempted to reach the second floor occupant, but were met with heavy smoke. You updated the fire department with critical and accurate information of entrapment on the second floor. You then made your way to the rear of the structure and assisted the third floor occupants and her baby to safety via the fire escape. Only after ensuring the safety to the occupants did you receive treatment for smoke inhalation you received from making entry into the building. Thanks to your quick thinking and actions, the occupants of the third floor were not injured, and fire department personnel were able to rescue the trapped civilian on the second floor, and she made a full recovery from her injuries. Your actions are in the highest tradition of the emergency services, and I am pleased to award you this Chief's Letter of Commendation. So also from that call, our next award recipients will be Captain Adam Smith. No, he's here. Firefighter Sean Firestone, Firefighter Mark Ott, and Firefighter Sean Caruso. These firefighters will be receiving the Chief's Commendation, and their commendation reads as follows. On 31 January 2017 at 18:55 hours, you were dispatched to a reported structure fire with entrapment at 357 West Philadelphia Street, incident number 17-0262. You arrived on the scene to find a working fire with a report of a victim trapped on the second floor. You made your way up the interior stairs and found the second floor door locked. The door was forced, and you entered the apartment to find heavy fire and smoke. A hose line was put in place to extinguish fire and protect the victim and firefighters. Working under extreme heat conditions, the apartment was searched, and an unconscious female victim was found in the rear of the second floor apartment. You worked as part of a crew to immediately remove the victim from the building. Emergency medical care was provided, and the victim was taken to York Hospital in serious condition and eventually transferred to Lehigh Valley Burn Center. Due to your actions, the victim did recover from her injuries and was released from the hospital after several days of care. Your actions are in the highest tradition of the department, and I am pleased to award you this Chief's Commendation. So with this Chief's Commendation, they will be receiving a letter, and also they will be receiving an award bar that they can wear in their uniform. And Deputy Chief Theodore will present that to them. Thank you. Thank you. And it gives me great honor to end today's ceremony to recognize our firefighters of the year. This is always a privilege every year to recognize a career and volunteer firefighter of the year. It is someone that is very important to our department, that goes above the call of duty, that always gives his best to our department and our city. First, we would like to recognize our 2016 Volunteer Firefighter of the Year, and that'll be David Sheasley. Dave, come on up. And Dave's award reads as follows. Since your appointment as a volunteer firefighter in 1964, and that is correct, 1964, you have demonstrated a sincere desire to serve your community. You are an active member who has given countless hours over your 53 years of service to the department. You are willing to respond to emergency calls anytime help is needed in your role as a driver-operator of Service 99. Your dedication goes beyond responding to emergency incidents and includes regular training and station duty. You serve the department in several leadership roles. You are the captain and the president of the Lincoln Fire Company and president of the York City Volunteer Firemen's Relief Association. In addition, you are active in the Foremen's Presidents and Fire Chiefs Association and serve on a number of committees. Your distinguished service to the community is in the highest tradition of the department. I am pleased to recognize you as the 2016 Volunteer Firefighter of the Year.
Congratulations on being named the Volunteer Firefighter of the Year by the York City Department of Fire and Rescue Services. Congratulations. Thank you.
And Dave will also receive an award bar for his uniform. And last but not least today will be our career 2016 Firefighter of the Year, Kevin Holtzapple. And Kevin's award reads as follows. Since joining the department in 1992, you have demonstrated a positive attitude and a sincere desire to serve your community. After 25 years on the job, you still have an enthusiasm for the profession and continue to train and learn. You recently completed classes and have been certified as a Fire Instructor 1 and 2 and Fire Officer 1 and 2. You are a well-respected member of the department, and as the senior firefighter of A platoon, you always take time to train and mentor younger firefighters. Your experience and knowledge is evident in your fireground decision-making. Your ability to recognize the danger of a rapid and deteriorating change of fire conditions at a structure fire in 2015 led to the successful evacuation of firefighters trapped by fire. You have given countless hours as Local 627's MDA representative. In this role, you strive to raise funds that will one day lead to a cure and ensure those suffering from muscular dystrophy disease will have a better life. You have also served Local 627 by holding several leadership positions. You have served as Union Steward, Second Vice President, and chaired several committees. Your actions are exemplary and are in the highest tradition of the department. I am pleased to recognize you as the 2016 Firefighter of the Year.
So, Kevin. Please accept this letter as my personal congratulations on being recognized as Firefighter of the Year for York City Fire Rescue's annual award ceremony. Your commitment and service to our community is truly admirable. I'm genuinely honored to be in the position that I am because I know that our community is safer due to your efforts. A firefighter's work is difficult and often dangerous, and I'm pleased to see that your dedication to your duty is finally being recognized by your peers and your community. If there's ever anything that we can do, let us know. Congratulations.
And Kevin also will be receiving an award bar for his uniform. So he already has it. Thank you. And that concludes today's ceremony. Again, I thank each and every one of you for attending. I thank those that are watching us on Facebook Live, our first time. Hopefully we get some good reviews on that. We'll see how that goes. Mainly be safe, and thank you for what you do. The awards recipients will be available. Any of the press here that want pictures or talk to them, we'll make sure they're available for you. Thank you. Thank you.
commendation.